standing, we'll go into the Pledge of Allegiance led by Nick Tasaccio.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Lots of blades.
So, on behalf of the West End Republican Club, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and welcome, especially the new faces. It's always nice to see new faces. You're among friends and family here, so welcome. Present here are our officers. My name is Hector Ramirez. I am president of the West End Republican Club. We also have in attendance our vice president, Annie Gravel, our secretary, Rebecca Ramirez, and then our treasurer, Bob Smith. Okay, the Bob Smith. I'll work on that. Now, meetings are being recorded, so please, we ask that you wait till I acknowledge you before contributing to any conversations. Start out with stating your name first and try to speak loud and clear. Now, at times, it may be necessary for me to ask people to line things up based on time constraints and concerns, but I encourage everybody to consider conversations, socialize with each other after the meeting has ended. Also, you'll notice we'll have elected officials occasionally stop by, as well as candidates. That's a great opportunity after the meeting to engage them in face-to-face conversations. Take advantage of that. The meetings are traditionally held during the fourth Tuesday of every month, but I ask that you please monitor the Facebook page, the website, and emails in case there's any changes. I don't want anybody to trip out for nothing.
Anybody want to come?
Now, the meetings, we try to do like a social hour from 5:30-ish to the meeting's time at 6:30. I do try to start promptly as I'm able to. From 5:30 to 6:30 is a chance to engage each other in nice conversations, grab a bite, coffee, but from 6:30 to the meeting ends, it's for club business. Now, membership dues is only $10 for the year, and we go by calendar year. In order to vote on anything that comes before this body, you do have to be a dues-paying member. So that covers most of my housekeeping stuff. I'm gonna go right to the treasurer's report. The Bob Smith.
Keep it short. If you haven't paid your dues, you want to pay your dues, or if you promise to pay your dues, I'll take your dues. They're $10. On hand, you have $2,146.48. We're up to 35 members. And I might take this opportunity. I was recently hospitalized and I had a very bad scar. Most of you guys here tried it. It's so nice that the nurses in the hospital comment about it quite often. So thank you.
And we're glad you're back. You were missed. So from there, now for our dues-paying members, we try to send out the agenda as well as the minutes from the previous meeting around the Saturday before our Tuesday meeting. You should have received that as an email. So with that said, are there any recommended amendments to the minutes from the last meeting?
What kind of cheesecake you guys
Well, once, twice. May I have a motion to accept the minutes as emailed? Bob, Ely, I need a second. Well, not officers. Come on, guys. Yes, I'm happy to see you a moment. Sheila. Taken by Sheila. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, thank you, guys. So for President's Report, based on the bylaws for our club, in March, we have to have a committee for the upcoming West End Republic Club officers. That committee has to be nominated at the next meeting and voted on by the membership. And then, actually, Tom, could you just give us a quick thing on how this works?
I couldn't.
Okay, and you'll,
Could hear him
for the
giggling.
bylaws, at the next meeting, Hector will appoint 3 people to be on the nominating committee. And then at the April meeting, we will present recommendations for officers. So if anybody isn't currently an officer or wants to be, let us know, and we'll take that in consideration. If you're currently an officer, don't want to be an officer anymore, let us know that. And then we'll make a recommendation of a slate at the April meeting. However, you can still nominate people from the floor if you want to put somebody else up other than those that are recommended. And then you have to vote on it. So it's chairman or president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. I think that's it. I mean, we don't vote on trustees anymore.
So if you're interested on being on the election committee for the 4 officer positions, please see myself or any of the officers or Tom directly with your intent. So now, as a club, we work in partnership with other local Republican groups. Primarily, the Monroe County Republican Committee and the Monroe Council of Republican Women. We also try to support other not-for-profits, things of that nature throughout the year, and candidates as we are able. With that said, the Monroe County Republican Committee is going to be having a spring dinner coming up. Now, traditionally, we do take out a half-page ad in their journal to support them and advertise our club. It'll cost us $75 for that, but I would need somebody to put a motion on the floor for that. Can I get a motion? Okay, Nancy Parks. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Nick, stop. I will get it wrong. Stop yours.
Yes, that's
Any discussion on this? All in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
You're going to move on nicely. I don't need that right now. We'll work that out. So, listen guys, we're coming off, I know I say even each meeting as of the November elections, but I don't get tired of saying it. We did a damn fine job, especially out here in the West End. And we need to continue that momentum, and we need also to remember election integrity. Right now, there is a need for judges of elections and inspector of elections in your local precinct. Now, to become one of those, you just need to get a petition with 10 signatures from your precinct. We always advise more, but 10 is the requirement. And then from there, you will be one of the people on hand there to make sure there's no shenanigans. We do have petitions available here for you if you're interested in running for either judge of elections or inspector of elections. It's a great time to step up, guys. Now also, as we go into the primaries, traditionally, we always get the lowest voter turnout for the primary right after the presidential election. For whatever candidates you're choosing to support, you need to make sure you can get the vote out. Now, in races where there's how do I, in some races, there will be more Republican candidates than there are seats for a specific title. In those cases, we cannot endorse a candidate until after the primary, but you can support whomever you wish. As an example, if there's only one seat available and you have 3 Republicans running for that seat, we cannot endorse or support any independent officers, and we cannot invoke the name of the Western Republican Club strong support. We can't do that. And that needs to be understood. But so with that, once again, we do need to make sure that we encourage people to vote. Yes, I know. Most of us here still don't like mail-in voting, but the reality is we did great because we convinced people to go for it. To pick up the enemy's weapon from the battlefield, pick it up and use it against them. And it worked. And until that changes, we need to keep doing that. So consider mail-in ballots again. It really is the way to go right now until things change. So, is there anything under old business? Anything under new business? Okay, this is the next part that's on the agenda is where we give candidates the opportunity to address us. Now, to keep track of time, or keep the time going, based on the amount of people I'm seeing here that are actually running, you're going to be allowed up to 3 minutes to do your thing. We have an official timekeeper, so be mindful of her. She'll let you know, and save any questions till after the meeting is adjourned. Approach the candidates, hit them with what you've got. Okay, guys? So right now, I'm going to start with one about 2 that I know. One about 2 Republican candidates running for judge in Monroe County. Before I go on with that, I don't want to take it from their time. Right now, in certain races, there's cross-filing, there's all sorts of stuff. It gets confusing. Who is the real Republican? Who just ended up on the ballot as a Republican, but they're not Republicans. Right now, for judge, there's 2 slots, and we have 2 Republican candidates running, unless I'm told otherwise. They are Kelly Lombardo and Alex Merrick. Remember those names. Those are our candidates. And I can say that now because right now, for the numbers, there are only 2 running for the 2 spots. With us tonight, we have Alex Merrick, and please address us. You have up to 3 minutes.
I'm not going to be the 3 minutes. I recognize so many people here. Everybody really, for the most part, knows who I am already, which is fantastic. Obviously, we went through the DA's race, didn't go our way, but this is another opportunity to really make a difference in the county. Especially now, we're realizing how important judges are for pretty much everything that's going on. Even at the local level, challenges are made. Judges need to make impartial and nonpartisan decisions. Do your own research on all the candidates, and I'm sure you'll find that if Kelly and I do not get elected, there's a likelihood of partisanship in the decision making that will happen in the course of here. Again, what I obviously am running on is being impartial, being not having outside influence in my decisions, having all my decisions based on law, precedent, not making up things as I go along, not legislating from the bench, let the legislators do that. That's their job, being paid for. Having the integrity to be able to stand up to, say unpopular opinion, taking that unpopular opinion as necessary based upon the law, and doing it rationally with thorough analysis on the law. And that Hector hit the nail on the head. When you need to get out in the primary, especially, everybody's crossfire. Even with the difficulty of getting press signatures on our petition, we're still in the ballpark to be able to crossfire. So we know that the Democrats who have the machine are going to be out there doing the same thing to us. We need to make sure that everybody that we know who the 2 Republicans are, and get Kelly and I through the primary so we can concentrate on the general election. If you'd like to give anybody else some information from me, I have a call card, I have a ton of them, I can get as many as you need, and keep moving forward, and I appreciate your help and support. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. So, next, I'd like one of our Pleasant Valley School Board candidates to address us, Denise Hopley.
Hello, everybody say, Pete, I tried, so let me know how I do. It's all about win, fight, walk. We're gonna win fighting these, hold on, I just forgot it. Erase that. We're gonna win for our students, so they do not get cheated out of the education that they so deserve, because they're being cheated right now, and so are the taxpayers. We are gonna fight for the taxpayers and transparency, because we're gonna keep these taxes down. We're gonna try, but I know it's gonna get taxed, but we have to get the transparency, because we don't know anything. And then we're gonna walk together when we win for our children, and we see them soar to success and be the next leaders of tomorrow. Yes. Better?
So, now, in Polk Township, we have somebody running for auditor. Okay, I don't know if this person's running or not. Encourage her.
Run.
And with that said,
All right, I've been passing my petition. I'm, pardon, sorry.
it's gonna be Jenny doing now. I'm trying to stick with the Pleasant Valley School Board.
I'm messed up the minutes. All right, so Janet Dooner from Pleasant Valley School District. Denise says it all. She taught my son Zachary, who's out at the University of Notre Dame. So I don't know what else I can say after that. But I am from Polk Township. I'm a mother of 4 children. 3 graduated from Pleasant Valley School District. My daughter, I actually did pull her in her junior year because there are a lot of shenanigans that happen at school. When it comes to being there for the children, I always felt like when I worked at the school district, I was there for the kids. Running for school board, I have no gain. I don't have anybody that needs to work at the school district. I don't need anything except to serve my community. I love this community. I go to township meetings as much as I can. When CJERP happens, I get to CJERP. I go to school board meetings. There's one this Thursday. I will fight for the kids just as Ms. Hopley said she would fight for them, and I know she does. I can be with her on those fights. This is important. We are in the fight of our lives for our children, believe it or not. You might think it's over, but I think we're at the beginning of the fight. So, thank you, Ms. Hopley, for my speech.
So now, I'm gonna go back to the agenda. I'm gonna boss him yell at me. Annie Gravel, running for auditor, Polk, correct?
Hi, Antoinette Gravel, go back to my legal name. I am running for auditor of Polk Township. Someone has to keep an eye on the money for Polk Township. My big problem is they budget $200,000 every year for new equipment. How come our bucket truck was out of compliance in the last 6 years? Something's not right. Something needs to be looked at. Someone has to answer these questions, and I get the runaround. So I hope I get the answers when I look. Again, my name is Antoinette Gravel. I've been in Polk Township now for over 23 years. So I hope you vote for me. Thank you.
Are there any other candidates in this room that have not spoken yet? Okay, then I will speak, and I'm gonna get the timekeeper ready. I can talk now. Once again, my name is Hector Ramirez. I am running for Chestnut Hill Township Supervisor. Now, we as a community have a decision to make, and it's a decision that is gonna affect the future of Chestnut Hill Township. We need to decide, do we want bigger local government? We need to decide, do we want to become more like Mount Pocono or Pocono Township? That's going to be for our neighbors to decide what we want. But also be aware for those that do not live in Chestnut Hill, whatever happens here can potentially have an effect right across the borders all around us. So just be mindful of that. Do your research, and only you can make that decision, what direction you'd like to see our township go. Now, with that said, make no mistake about it. We need to encourage more businesses out here in Chestnut Hill. But we can't forget the ones that are already here. We also need to be mindful of the reason most of our residents chose to move here. I've been speaking to a lot of residents. Most of them, it just happens, they came from cities and big towns. They chose to make Chestnut Hill their home. They chose to get away from that kind of home. But once again, you have to do your own research. You have to decide the future you visualize for your community. That's up to you. I can't tell you which way to go. What I will tell you is that yes, I am for small government. Yes, I am for increasing the tax base within Chestnut Hill because it's needed. But I'm also for preserving our community and our homes. So I'm gonna move up, step up quickly. I got my 1-minute warning. I am gonna be having a fundraiser at the American Legion Hall on March the 29th. I invite everybody from the West End to come out and support me, because once again, what I'm running for will have an effect on the whole region. And hopefully you can make it. I will need you to RSVP, because I want to have an idea how much food to order. There is a flyer around here somewhere. Take a picture of it, share it, and I'm going to cut it here. Am I within my 3 minutes? Please, see me after the meeting with any questions and any concerns. There's a photo, there's a flyer to take a picture, that's it. Thank you, guys. So now I'm going to be moving up onto reports from our different Republican groups. We're going to start with the Monroe County Republican Committee. We have our chairman here, Mr. Pete Begley. If you don't know him yet, you should introduce yourself after the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's enjoying the warmer weather. It's a nice little change. Just a couple of announcements. How many of us here have gone to the St. Patrick's Day Parade in years past and worked it? Great, great. We need marchers behind the Republican banner. The candidates tend to have their own little spot in the parade, and we wind up not having a stronger showing because we have our candidates and our dignitaries, our elected officials march up front. So if you could join us, it's on April 23rd, March 23rd, I'm sorry, the dinner's April 23rd. March 23rd, it's a Sunday, 12 noon at the high school. It's a great place for the candidates to hand out candy, hand out campaign literature, and for us, of course, to support them. Speaking about candidates, I've been making calls. We still don't have a Republican running for Price Township Supervisor, Paradise Township Supervisor, or Stroud Township Supervisor. Now, nothing makes me want to kick holes in the wall more than Democrats winning uncontested elections. This drives me bonkers. I'm calling strangers just off the border rolls. Hey, do you know anyone in Paradise Township? And I've called people I know, but I haven't been able to get anyone to run for those positions. They're very important. Most of them are 6-year positions, so you're there for a while. The left can inflict a lot of damage. So if you know anyone in those municipalities, please ask them to consider running. School board as well. We don't have an entire slate of school board candidates. Let's say there's 4 candidates on the ballot in every district. We have 2 possibly here in Pleasant Valley, but it'd be better if we had 4 rock-solid constitutional conservatives. So always need candidates. Our office hours, in order to get the petition signed, we are open 1 extra day a week now. So Tuesday and Thursday, we're open 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Fridays we're open 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is thanks to Terry Cronin. I'm sure most of you know her and John, who send their greetings. Trail Life is sort of a Christian organization. I call it the Christian alternative to the Boy Scouts. They do all that kind of outdoorsy stuff. So John created a chapter here in Monroe County, but they meet on Tuesday nights, and that's where they are tonight. I'm the chaplain for the New Trail Life chapter, but I did ask if I could be excused tonight, so that there's another chaplain up there. But it's a great organization. We have a Facebook page, and we'll be starting one for females. American Heritage is the female version of Trail Life. Both really good, but that's why you haven't seen the Cronins at the last few meetings. That's where they are every Tuesday night doing great things. As Hector had mentioned, the dinner will be at Shawnee. We'll have our two new phenomenal congressmen there, Ryan McKenzie and Rob Bresnahan. So do please consider coming to join us. It's going to be a great affair. The best thing about it is we're going to have incredible music during dinner time, featuring the beautiful hot playing of Susan Spaniel back there. So by all means, come and join us. Last thing, I've been chairman not very long now, but folks, it's a busy thing. It keeps you very busy. And when elections are held, there's no kind of pausing. So if you would indulge me for a moment to thank our former chairman, sitting right here, Robert Butler, for all the hard work he did. I'm just very grateful, and I hope you'll be a candidate for a vote somewhere. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay. Pete, one moment.
Nope, I'm in trouble.
The Tuesday and Thursday office hours for petitions are 10 to 2 p.m.?
Yes, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is year-round for whatever is happening. The office is always open. Everyone knows where the office is, by the way? The Wise Building on 611 in Stroudsburg. It's kind of convenient now. Frank Lodgetash is here from Bresnahan. Our new congressman opened a branch office in that building. We're on the ground floor, he's on the ground floor, and Senator Brown is on the second floor. So you have local, state, and federal in the same building. Pretty convenient, right?
So the Friday hours for the office are 10 to 8.
Friday hours, 4 p.m., 8 p.m.
And what is
The spring dinner is April 23rd, it's a Wednesday. At the Shawnee Inn.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Wise Building is in Swiftwater. It's as close to the geographic center of Monroe County as you can get. So become familiar with that building. So, for the Monroe County Republican Women, I'm going to ask for an update from Mary Ellen, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I know everyone can hear me because I'm accustomed to public speaking. First of all, any of you who did not come to our event on Saturday, you missed a fantastic time. Thank you to Jack for helping us to hold it in Mountain Springs. The speaker was great, very inspiring, and what we want to do is keep things going the way they've been going. Okay, the next meeting of the Monroe County Republican Women will be March 19th at 5:30, and it will be at the Wise Building. We will be at that meeting writing postcards for Wisconsin's election. That was one of the things that helped us win this last election, because the national group of Republican women got behind whatever state needed some additional push. They sent teams into those states, so that's your Republican women at work. We will be at the committee headquarters, I already said that. And the other thing that we really want to start doing, and it's beginning, is to have a bigger focus on increased activism. We were able to do that for the presidential election. We have to keep the momentum going. And we can only do that with the help of all of you. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Announcement, the proud grandmother, does she get to make that announcement?
Yes.
My granddaughter is on Melania's staff.
We would love Melania to come to the spring dinner. Just saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak out of turn.
That's great, I love it.
So, under good of the order, I'd like to get an update on what's happening with our Congressman Rob Bresnahan.
Hey guys, I know most of you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Frank Wojtosh. I work for Congressman Rob Bresnahan on the campaign side. I'm his political director. Just wanted to highlight a few things. He's down in Washington today. He actually just introduced legislation, Eric Sloth, which is named after the correctional officer at USP Canaan up in Wayne County that got killed in the line of duty in 2013, I want to say. This will make it easier to obtain the death penalty for those criminals that killed our brave men and women of law enforcement.
Good.
We also introduced the Halt Fentanyl Act with several representatives in the 119th Congress. Stiffening penalties for fentanyl, and that has become such a major issue in the United States. I mean, 2 milligrams of fentanyl could literally kill you. So we need to get that shit out of here, honestly. But other than that, we've been working hard. Rob's got meetings all day in Washington. He has a meeting with the speaker about the budget tomorrow. And when he's here, Derek, me, and the whole team are out running around with him throughout all of creation. So, we're very accessible. Our website, feel free to use that if you guys are having any constituent services problems, or come to me, let me know if there's anything we can help you with. But other than that, thank you, Hector.
Thank you, Frank.
Awesome.
Mr. President,
So not,
may I ask the state
Yes.
representative?
Pete Begley.
Pennsylvania is bordered by 2 states with very strict gun laws that do not reciprocate. We know President Trump, campaigned on universal carry. Is the congressman trying to craft that legislation to make it happen? Can you suggest it to him?
I could definitely suggest it to him. I know Rob is a ginormous Second Amendment guy. He had to make sure that I had my concealed carry permit whenever I drove his truck, because it is just loaded to the gills. So that's something I don't want to speak directly to the congressman, but I can't imagine that we would be against anything that would go against the Second Amendment or help strengthen it.
Him being in a position bordered by 2 states that...
Right, New York and New Jersey
cross
are...
into New York, you cross into New Jersey. Unbeknownst that, you have it with you, and you can be in an awful lot of trouble.
Okay, Chairman.
Universal carry would change it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Tom Whitehead.
This isn't for him,
Huh?
this is just a different issue. Are we done with Rob?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to bring your attention because, one of the big pushes that the county party and everybody has been working on is voter registration. And at one point, when Trump first came on the scene, Monroe County had a 16,000 registration in its land. And it has been moving in our direction, but it has really picked up really after the 2020 election and then this last year. Our county, at the November 2023 elections, we were at a registration disadvantage of 10,055. Last November, we were down to 7,606, and as of this week, we're down to 5,596. So the registration disadvantage just since November 2023 has almost been cut in half, and is still moving in our direction. So, and a lot of that is, there are a lot of organizations that are doing it, but a lot of it's also just happened organically. There's a lot of people that want to make this switch, so we just got to keep encouraging those people that you talk to. The people who say, I want to remain independent, it doesn't matter, or keep pushing them in our direction. It helps out, We're almost, at the volunteer election, our statewide was 1.2 million. Now we're under 200,000 disadvantage. Pennsylvania's turning red. So, but just keep encouraging people and keep pushing those registrations. Thanks.
Thank you. Tonight we also have with us State Representative of the 176, Jack Rader.
I know Rob and Ryan were working and destroying Social Security and Medicare. I read that in numerous places.
Not yet. We're getting
I want to thank everyone for working so hard for a mail-in. So I usually lose that 4-1 in my election, and I broke even this time. So that's due to the hard work of people like you. So thank you so much for that. It makes it a lot easier for colleagues to win elections. And I still do really well in the voting. On the House level, we do leadership, which I haven't voted for leadership in the last 2 or 3 terms. I voted for this leadership, so I hope they don't disappoint me. We'll see what happens, especially with the budget season coming up. The longer you're there, I've been there long enough, I guess now. I became a chairman of the minority chairman of the environmental committee, so I'm the chairman of the committee now. That would be more important if I was the majority chair, but still it's an honor to have that position. A little bit more influence on things because of that. I thought about caucus and everybody my position at things, and actually when I'm sitting in the house, nobody wants to sit in the middle. I do, because I have so many people sitting around me. You can have discussions with a lot more people about legislation and trying to influence them. So I actually like sitting in the middle. I've stayed in the middle my entire time I've been there. I think it's important to do that. St. Patrick's Day Parade, I always do walk that, and I always walk it with the Republicans, because I think you're the guys that got me elected, so I want to return a favor and walk with the Republicans. I always do that. Budget season's coming up. It's going to be brutal. I hope it's brutal, because the governor proposed a 7.5% increase, which is ridiculous, and taking away all our rainy day fund, which is also ridiculous. So, unfortunately, we have a minority in the House, so if the Democrats want to pass a bad budget, they can do it without us. They don't need us to vote for that. So it's the Senate that's really going to have a lot of influence on the way this goes. So we don't have a governorship, we don't have a House, all we have is the Senate, and we don't have a courts either. That's here, and that's why I got to vote in this election also, just like that. But so the Senate's going to be where the action's at, and I've already encouraged them to hold the line. I hope they do, and I think it's really important to hold the line. Now that we're spending, we need to do what comes good in Washington. We need to go to our agencies, see what the waste and fraud is. This is in Pennsylvania too, but we need a governor that wants to do that, as we have Trump in Washington. We need someone like that, as a governor here that wants to do something like that. I've suggested that in the past, actually. Different candidates who are running for office. It's very difficult to approve and change how things are done. So that would be something that maybe for our next governorship run, that we get somebody who wants to do that. And I think that would make the budget a lot easier to raise funds and maybe things. Thank you.
So now, on behalf of the Western Republican Club, I do have a request from both Mr. Pete Begley and Mary Ellen. We have a website where we try to put the calendar of upcoming events. Please, anything that you're officially doing, like the St. Patrick's Day Parade, the spring dinner, please email Bob Smith with the particulars, date, time, location, whatever you can give us, so we can share it on our website as well. Now, I do try to share stuff on Facebook, and I have somebody help me with that as well, but a lot of people don't do Facebook, so check the website for any updates, especially if you don't do Facebook. Is there anything else for the good of the order? Yes, Denise Hope.
Yes. So just want to give you an update on the school board meeting. It's this Thursday, and there's a lot of things that's going on, and a lot of things just hit about 5 o'clock tonight. The taxes, we all know about the taxes going up. There's what, 37% county, 5.5 up to 5.5, 25-26 school year. And then they just had another 3% before this. So we have a lot of tax money going out for salaries, but however, we're losing a lot of teachers. They're just walking out of classes, which have put 9 or 10 classes on the online system, which cost taxpayers more money. That's 8 core courses, science classes, about 5 of them, chemistry, biology, ecology, earth and space science, robotics, physics. Then there's business courses too, because there aren't teachers there to teach. If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a duck. Why would teachers walk out? Just saying. The other thing I just heard today, we need people to get to this meeting. They have a $585,000 Renew Reading program proposed. Don't know if they filed for grants, don't know if they're gonna ask for more money. But that's added now just today at 5 o'clock to the system. The other thing I just heard too, MCTI, they do not have enough credits to graduate. Those kids are going online. And this is Seneca Valley, all the way out in Pittsburgh. It's not anybody around here. Why aren't they using anybody around here? Why don't we have enough teachers? Because they're walking, they're leaving. Okay, why don't they hire retired teachers? This is all things you guys have to try and think of, to come back, retired teachers, to come back and teach 1 or 2 courses. They're allowed to. Okay, so Thursday, 7 o'clock, you're gonna hear all this again, and thanks.
Thank you for the update. Janet Junior?
So just, if somebody, Mr. Rader, or even if Tom knows this, about this, is the retention question on the judges, on the primary or the general, so that people know?
Yeah, it's in the general election, and so the push is gonna be, and you'll see it in the fall, to vote no on retention for the 3 Supreme Court justices. Now, I don't know if they're gonna expand that too, because there's also a Superior Court and a Commonwealth Court judge from statewide that are also Democrats. I'd say vote no on all of them. But the thing that we're gonna need to educate local voters is that the Court of Common Pleas, Jonathan Marks, the local Monroe County guy, we want a yes on retention for him. But the statewide appellate judges, we're gonna wanna vote no for retaining them. And they swept in, 10 years ago, it's a 10-year term, they swept in and took control of the Supreme Court, and it's just been disastrous decision after disastrous decision. They they usurped the authority of the legislature and redrew our legislative lines, both in Congress and in the state legislature. That's why, we're fighting for, control of the state house, because they drew the lines in their favor, and it's not a judicial decision, but, they ruled it was. And also, they're the same ones that shut us down during COVID. That the Supreme Court, and we had to actually pass constitutional amendments, to end these shutdowns. So we definitely want to vote those out. That big push, though, will be in the fall.
Thank you, Tom, thank you.
All right, thank you for the clarification.
No problem.
I recognize Dr. Vasquez.
Just wanted to mention 2 things. I did go to one of the district school meetings, and I did mention about the fact that they had advanced Thursday and Friday.
What did they have?
Cursive.
Thursday, Friday.
Cursive.
Oh, so sorry.
Like in first, second grade, like the majority of us learned. I did make a point, and I want everybody to know, so when you go there, you put pressure on the school district, that they should start these courses in first grade, not in third grade, like the curriculum person told me at the time. Cursive writing has been associated with brain development in children. Anybody who has a teacher's degree, especially a master's degree in teaching, they know that because it's taught in the school system. So I want to know who is there in Pleasant Valley that is so stupid that they just took this away for years in our school district. Something that has to do with the brain development of your child. So that was the first thing I want to talk about. The second one is the farms in Pennsylvania. I'm talking to you. They're disappearing. Why are we not doing in the state and in the Congress more to save the farms in Pennsylvania? The farmhouses are going away. This is part of our history. Hello? I mean, what are you guys doing? You are in the ecology, whatever.
I can answer that.
So why don't you do something?
We have
Okay, one more. We have
a question.
Jack Ready's gonna answer, is that okay?
Yes.
We have different programs, but farmland preservation is something any farm can involved with and get some upfront money.
Jack, could you speak up a little louder, please?
Yeah, we have different programs for farms, they've been existing for a while. But farmland preservation is one of the big ones where you can put your farm into farmland preservation and get, I think it's up to $5,000 an acre now, something like that. So there's different programs out there.
Yes,
So-
but the tax money that you charge a farmer who probably doesn't have any kids,
I'm not
it's
charging
an
you.
older man.
I'm not
who
charging
is
you.
doing all
He
that.
doesn't actually
What
have
are
it.
you doing?
I'm not charging tax, that's the county and the school district, but we do have programs out
What
there.
are you doing? What is Chesterfield doing to try to lower the tax burden of people who have farms? That's why they're being so.
I'm willing to speak with you. Just my quick answer, to the best of my knowledge, right now in Chesterfield Township, there's approximately 1,200 acres of preserved farmland right now. There's also about 1,200 acres of preserved open space and woods. All this stuff does have to be protected, like you said. Now, I don't want to have a lot of back and forth where it goes on for an hour. But your questions are valid and important. If any elected officials would also like to help answer the questions, please stay by. Are you able to hang up a little? At the news open? I also want to hear this. In fact, can all the candidates that are currently here, please stand up for a moment?
Who?
All the candidates.
I can't hear this radio.
Okay, guys, listen. We're getting near the end of the meeting. This is your opportunity to ask direct questions of any of the candidates. We also have State Representative Jack Rader here and a representative from Congressman Frank.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Don't disappear.
I've been waiting since it started.
But take advantage of an opportunity to have one-on-one conversation with these people. Once the meeting's adjourned. Also, all the candidates that are here, if you haven't signed their petitions yet, consider doing so. Some are countywide races, some are more local. Take advantage of that. And with that said, is there anything else for the good of the order? State your name, full name.
I heard that you had said about
I can't hear her, she's gotta talk louder.
Are you able to speak up?
I personally write. I love writing. And when you had said about the cursive writing, children need, in order to, write and put things down on paper. How they develop all their skills. So, yeah, I'm with you that, cursive writing, recess, music classes, these kids need, electives. And they need to exercise, and they need to get out and play, and not always be on the iPads. That's.
Absolutely, and
I
thank
am
you.
very strong on that.
The other thing is that they're not doing anything for those children who were.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, whoa. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you. Now, what I would like is a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor? But please, if you still have questions, also take advantage of the opportunity to speak to people who are here. The candidates, the elected, take the time to do the face-to-face conversation is very important. Please do that. With that said, safe travel. Oh, before you go, even though, did I get a second? Nancy, you seconded? And also the next meeting, I'll keep forgetting to do this, the next meeting is March 25th here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Safe travels, everybody.
When's the best time you're available? I'm available pretty much around. Where's it come Mexican border. You can get here many ways. Let's just say everything's so damn corrupt, they could use any method they can to confusing our government has to bring it in. Right. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's everything. That goes on with everything. There's always a reason. That's all it is. We gotta get should come to a school board meeting. Who do you think? Who is it? You notice he's not the same person.
Okay, buddy?
I love this. Is okay, let's go. A John
Well, it has
You don't sleep at night. Oh, I sleep a lot better than what I used to. I used to get maybe 2 to 3 hours sleep probably for the first
that lasts
4 years. 4 years. 4 years. Roughly 4 years. I barely got He's the 13th. Who are the puppets? Yeah. Right down into the lowest corner. No, not
Big
all.
banks.
Not all.
They do it too.
I'm sorry. Also, QR code, I use follows and likes.
Okay, so I got a theory. Anybody who said don't say the snow and the ice, not old enough to get stripped naked and tied to a fence with a bowl of ice water. And all these coming in here, raping the kids, they're coming to I did it. It took me over a year.
I tried to make
What's the name of it? You get out to see
Future voter, sign them up. What I'm hearing is that somebody, it's not, that doesn't matter, different school board in the area. Somebody asked me, what is the benefit and gain of being, whatever. Now, one of them, her husband's a construction company that's been doing a lot of the work at the school. So that's That's where it's coming in. I want to catch this guy before he leaves.
I know it's a lot, but you're doing very good. I'm very proud of you. How does it feel? Okay? Where did
That should be fine. Yeah, that's what I told them. Probably the 6th. If anything, it'll be the Thursday after, but I'm trying for the 6th. She's got to get like the rest of the numbers and everything all. Yeah, hopefully. She was over yesterday. Went over some stuff. I gave her some new information, so she had to go read the math and stuff. That way, the way it's already rolling is the wrong way. There's no reason for more taxes and more dues from that place when it's not. It's going in the other direction. Right. I think it's like 400 or whatever. Not your problem. Yes, well, I got the dog shit. And I used your own stuff to fix it. I'm not mean to animals, but if the dog gets sick from eating beans, that's its own problem because there's somewhere eating beans. Were the beans on your property? No.
Move that aside for her. There's only been a series.
I saw these salads and they
The judge gets paid more tax dollars from ShopRite than they do from you.
I'm usually good in the afternoon.
That could be a good price.
over there chatting with Nolan, making another grandmother.
Yes, please.
I found a nice chicken coop to take over there. Right at the end of the road. Oh, well, they're going to be right next door now. I'm thinking about just roosters. And be like, Rose say lied to me. That stupid chicken eat all my eggs. It should make a bunch of noise now. Guess we gotta wait until they die. I don't really want eggs either, so roosters will be fine. I think 4 of them will work. Yeah, the whole bottom piece, like from the edge of the turkey mountain to the edge of the property is going to be fenced in just for the chickens. You're right, yours isn't, but mine is. It's self-sustainable farm, by the way. Exactly. Chestnut Hill Township will have a problem with sustainability, and they'll have a problem with the farm park, the neighbors. Oh well. I already told you the people, like, behind, and they seem like
They are.
but they don't really give a damn about anything.
Now that
The same.
It's a big tip. They give you permission to adopt, don't brand that with you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know they let their dogs.
Especially if we're not.
Next to the foundation, between the foundation and the name. Like right here. Yeah.
That's because we have no
Signature thief.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to the same person. It's going to the same person. So you do. Not just that. You are the Chestnut Township Board. Yes. And one point of Main Street. And greeter for Chestnut Hill 1.
I'm like, oh my God.
You're also the greeter for Chestnut Hill 1. Well, now we
God damn it, Brian, don't get it right. What the heck?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually staying
Driveway, that shed, and whatever is on there was a county house. So you know, I don't have anything else to represent. All you do is want to be in your house. But they are driving here and everything else is back to back. The driver
They'll have like actual
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you think you can possibly.
You're just gonna do what you want to do.
Exactly, that's what I'm hoping for. Well, whatever it is, because I'm like, I'm committed. If you go,
I would want to, yeah, for the Democrats. I would want to the Oh,
So they just added
everyone else has we have a mayor. It was mom's It was a 7:45. I wanted mom to take care of it. I don't want anything to do. I'll tell you what, I can't figure out what else going on. This is wanting to take it. He said, all I need for doing that. I just now finding out. I told him that I wanted to have money.
Well, you did great. And it's contagious. Janet did it too.
Before even the age of 21. So, I
so much that every 3 years, $585,000 for a reading program. Oh, they had time. They did that 3 years ago, and I hear nothing. Oh my God.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to be able to rebuild it. And I'm like, dude, did you not hear? I didn't for the fact he went into the wreckage and down in my office. Well, that's my career decision. So I have out of the house. I didn't graduate. He wanted to get to my mother's working. Got me afterwards. And
sometimes you're the tool that you use to steal what you stole. I wouldn't want my hands cut off.
I'm the baby. I've never gone off with any of my other siblings.
Was always in your dream.
It's back. He's telling me I need to calm down because he was worried the neighbors were going to call cops. His sister's like, I told you she wasn't going to be happy about this. Like, if you fucking knew, why didn't you do something? He's your husband. If you knew, you could say something, but he's you gotta, you completely bypass him. Say something. I got down that storm and take a look at that was what God did. Until the day God knows. I was mad because he got the torch and he messed with her and I was stuck. I was going to say, I'm
So I'm going to finish with Greg, okay?
So Thursday, after the show or Wednesday, whatever. And he's handing money back to the waitress. God, what did he do? Tell me he did not take something off the table.
Brian, are you in Chestnut Hill?
No, right now I'm in Jackson.
Yeah,
Probably in about a week I'll be in Chestnut.
Yeah, a week or so he'll be in Chestnut Hill.
How definite is that?
Oh, that's fucking definite. Because he's taking my...
Maybe 2 weeks.
Did you sign that petition to get me on the ballot?
Yeah,
Oh, no, yeah, I'll wait, yeah, I'll make sure. And you're in Polk, right?
Yes, I am.
I've seen you out there, but
I tried to do my
I
thing.
don't live there yet, but I've been there for.
Well, howdy, neighbor. Hey, Brian.
He's helping, that's cool.
I love you. What are you doing? Are you trying to help clean up?
Yeah.
You are so nice. Shit doesn't get that from me. And if you pay attention to my customer service aspect when I work, I swear to God, I actually try to do certain ways. Only when I'm before I say something
So just put that in now. What happened if for some reason.
What did you do? What did you do?
Now it's.
What? Michael, you already bled in your mouth once tonight.
Okay. So,
Y'all already had one issue with your mouth bleeding.
from that,
Yeah, you lost the one too. I know you're working on the other. I don't need any more blood coming out of your mouth because I'm not sure. I don't get to anybody else like that. I think Daddy's just about
But as I said to you at the time things will change. So that's the thing that kills me on the yes, I think it's great.
all right, got
I'll still say it. Wait, is this still recording?
But I was just trying to figure out a way or whatever.